And I just wonder what you think this brings us to as we continue to see the COVID case climb, but we do see these effective measures that are going to really help us down the road.
Well, I think it brings us to a point of positivity because, this virus is getting, and its impact is getting worse and worse all the time. People think it's going to kind of peak, I guess, around between Thanksgiving and Christmas. But this suggests that there's an end. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's an end to this if we can get these viruses, out and deployed. I mean, the vaccine.
The American business has struggled, but, as always, there's been a lot of ingenuity, and there's been ways that businesses have very rapidly tried to change the way they do business and make sure that they can operate in this environment. Where do you think businesses stand right now? And I'll ask you specifically about media because of your focus on media. Where is media going to go? Where are viewers going to go? How much of this has changed during the pandemic, how we do things? How much of that will change and go back after?
Well, let me touch first on the ingenuity part. I live in Lower Manhattan, down in Tribeca, and to see the way in which small business owners, like the restaurateurs, have come up with innovative and creative ways of working around the limitations that the virus has imposed has been impressive. I mean, New Yorkers and indeed Americans are resourceful folks. So I don't have a doubt that we'll come back from this thing when we finally get past the virus. But it has been tough, particularly at the bottom of the pyramid for the people who have the jobs that serve other folks. They've been impacted the most. In terms of the media, though, I think what this has done is it's just introduced a lot of things, all things digital, I'll put it that way, to the consuming public at a much faster rate than otherwise would have happened. I hear from CEO after CEO that, boy, we thought it would take 3 years, 5 years for us to, get fully kind of baked into the way people consume media, and it's happened in 6 months because, this virus has kept us all home, and people are now finding out that you can get a lot of almost everything, on a streaming basis into your house, including your workmates.
So what does that mean for the traditional media companies like Time Warner, your old company? What does that mean in terms of where the profitability lies?
Well, as you know, Time Warner is now a part of AT&T, and what AT&T has done is they've sort of turned the ship completely into the wind of streaming. I mean, they've collapsed the discrete parts of the business we had, which were sort of television, movies, appointment viewing, and they put it all on HBO Max, and it's now a big streaming service. So I think what it means for the big guys, at least, is aggregating the content that they have and trying to create compelling streaming services that they can monetize.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.